And one more thing on fitness, and this has to do more with the language. I abhor these two words. Hello folks, I'm Nurse Dad, former Navy hospital corpsman and current ER nurse, and welcome to my channel. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and soon Happy New Year.
Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Last week, I packed up the family in the SUV and we drove from New York to South Carolina to visit the in-laws, and it was great. I went to the gym. I usually work out in my garage, but I wasn't at home. And when I went to the gym, I was reminded that New Year's is upon us, and the gym is about to get a whole lot more crowded. For those of you who are going to make a New Year's resolution and pledge to get fit, I am very proud of you. For those of you who are fit or are trying to get fit, you're currently going to the gym and you're going to make a deeper commitment, I'm also proud of you. But I'm going to give you an extra motivator to work hard, something we don't think about and something that I see in the ER all the time when it comes to circulatory issues. I'm going to talk about veins.
Oh yeah, I'm a real expert.
I think we all have a basic understanding on how arteries work. So the heart's pumping oxygenated blood, or blood with nutrients and oxygen, and it's going to use the arteries to disperse that blood, right? But the heart doesn't have as much to do with returning blood as it does with sending blood out. So how does the blood return to the heart? It returns to the heart through the venous system. Veins. Veins carry the blood, but what's the mechanism to get that blood back to the heart? Well, it's a two-part mechanism. The veins have valves. Valves are like sliding doors that allow the blood to go in and not to go back out. The deoxygenated blood, basically used blood that needs to get back to the heart, back to the lungs. Valves are opening to allow the forward momentum of the blood, but are preventing the blood from flowing back. Sometimes you see issues with this with pregnant women who have extra blood volume. You might see varicose veins. You also see it in males. As they get older or for various reasons, the blood just, it sits between valves. But what's truly making that blood return to the heart? Muscles. Muscles are squeezing the veins to take that blood back to the heart. Of course, it's not quite as elementary, but that's essentially how the venous system works. For me, getting in shape isn't as much about looking good on the beach, although I do want to look better with my shirt off. It's about aging gracefully. And I know that if I want to do anything, if I want to stay active, riding my bike, hiking, working in the garden, even just simple tasks like climbing up a ladder or picking something up, not throwing out my back just because I'm raking the lawn, I know that I have to build muscle. I know that building muscle strengthens my bones, enforces my joints, hopefully keeps that adipose tissue to a minimum, but it also improves my circulatory system because we need muscle to get the blood back to the heart. And you sometimes see issues with this in the ER, from edematous extremities to indurated skin. It's not fun, and it could be a very painful experience. And for those of you dealing with circulatory issues or have friends and family dealing with it, my heart goes out to all of you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. The next time you think about getting in shape or you're thinking about the long term, it's not just about looking good. It's about your overall health. And in this case, your circulatory system, your veins. Now today in 2024, 2025, there are new drugs that allow rapid weight loss. And I'm not going to criticize them. I'm not going to condemn anybody from using them or dissuade anybody. There's a lot of people that do need these drugs. But like any fad, the truth tends to come out later. And we're learning now that the downside to these weight loss drugs is that yes, you're losing fat and that's great, but you're also losing more muscle than you would naturally. And that's horrible, especially if you're overweight or obese or generally inactive to begin with. But even if you're fit, because as important as it is to lose fat, you need that lean muscle. You need it to get the blood back to the heart. That could be devastating to you. And one more thing on fitness, and this has to do more with the language. I abhor these two words, weight loss. Weight loss should be replaced by the word tone. Just one word, tone. I've always been an advocate for lifting up something that has some weight to it and then putting it back down again. In other words, it's a dumbbell, a barbell, a kettlebell. When I was a Navy hospital corpsman in the field with the Marines, maybe I could have benefited from bands if somebody had told me that, but I didn't really think about bands. I literally lifted up rocks and boulders. I would lift up a rock and I would put a rock down. I would squat with a bigger rock and I would put that rock down. And what's great about toning is that you're breaking down muscle. And then when you're not working out or doing anything related to fitness, the microfibers of that muscle are repairing and they're consuming calories and you're losing weight, even when you're not doing anything. And instead of focusing on what you're not eating, you're focusing more on what you are eating to repair that muscle, like protein. And what's also great about overall maintaining a higher metabolism is that, yeah, you could be a little bit more flexible. I don't do much cardio. Sure, I'll run with a flak jacket on. I'll hit a big tire with a sledgehammer. I do continuous rope, but these aren't just cardio exercises. Everything that I do, I try to make sure I'm breaking down muscle and then I'm building it back up. Screw weight loss. Never say those two words again. I think they're unmotivating. They're flawed. Weight loss is a byproduct. It's not a focus. Focus on your muscles. Focus on toning. It's not about how heavy you lift. It's about consistency. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really had an amazing workout since I had children.
You don't say.
You almost had me fooled. What?
I even remember the day I stopped training because I used to be like, I don't work out, I train. And that was the day after an operation that we conducted on deployment. And this was about 2013. Well, it's going to be 2025 soon. And I'm telling you, I haven't really worked hard since 2013, but I've been consistent. I've gone to the gym at least 4 days a week consistently since 2013. And in fact, I've worked out consistently since 1994 when I was 14 years old. I think it's 1994.
Congratulations, old buddy.
They don't have to be great workouts. They really don't. They just have to happen. Hey, if you like this video as messy as it is, and I'm going to see what I can do in the editing process to make it more comprehensible, please like and subscribe to the channel. It lets the algorithm know that this channel is worthy to be promoted. I have 2 links down below in the description to my children's books. The holidays are coming up. They'd make wonderful gifts for your own children or children that you know. There's also a link below to my 2 free guides. One is learning how to study better in college. It's basically maximizing your time. I always saw people in college just basically shutting down their life in order to pass a class, and it didn't have to be that way. And the other free guide is for nurses specifically, just a few tips on how to multitask better. Well, that's all I have. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, soon Happy New Year's. Nurse Dad out.